Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we are going to take a dark and shocking journey through the golden age of Hollywood, revealing the secrets, scandals, and sinister reputations of some of the most feared and controversial actors of the time. According to whispers behind closed doors and candid reflections by none other than the legendary Burt Lancaster, not every Hollywood star was a hero on or off the screen. Burt Lancaster, a man who worked closely with many major stars and was known for his integrity. Now let's dive in. 1. Wallace Beery. Burt Lancaster once referred to Wallace Beery as one of the meanest men to ever work in the industry. Behind his gruff charm on-screen lay a man with an alarming reputation. Fellow actors described him as a bully, with multiple reports of him physically and emotionally abusing co-stars. He allegedly beat child star Jackie Cooper on the set of The Champ to get the boy to cry on cue. He was allegedly involved in the mysterious death of comedian Ted Healy, along with gangster-connected actors. 2. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling star of Captain Blood and the Adventures of Robin Hood, was celebrated for his daring charisma. But off-screen, his life was riddled with scandal, debauchery, and a long list of disturbing allegations. Flynn's notorious womanizing wasn't just romantic, it allegedly crossed into predatory behavior. He was accused of statutory rape in the 1940s, although he was acquitted. Still, his reputation for abusing power, manipulating young women, and hosting wild parties with underage guests haunted him until his death. 3. Lionel Barrymore. While remembered fondly for playing Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life, Lionel Barrymore's off-screen personality was allegedly cold, cruel, and tyrannical, particularly to those who didn't belong to Hollywood royalty. He had a reputation for belittling actors he deemed beneath his class, and crew members often called him a terror to work with. Though a respected elder of the Barrymore dynasty, Lionel was known for his arrogance and short temper. Burt Lancaster, who came from a working-class background, reportedly found Lionel Barrymore's elitist attitude despicable. 4. Broderick Crawford. The Oscar-winning star of All the King's Men, Broderick Crawford, was plagued by alcoholism, violent outbursts, and erratic behavior that made him one of the most feared co-stars in the business. Crawford was infamous for verbally abusing crew, destroying hotel rooms, and even physically fighting co-stars when drunk. Several actresses refused to work with him a second time. Burt Lancaster, who prioritized discipline and professionalism, called Crawford a wrecking ball of ego and whiskey. Behind the rugged charm was a deeply unstable and dangerous man, Burt believed. 5. Adolphe Menjou. Adolphe Menjou was known for his debonair charm and immaculate appearance, often playing slick sophisticates in films like The Front Page and A Star is Born. But off-screen, Menjou was widely regarded as one of the most ruthless political hardliners in Hollywood's post-war era. He was a vocal supporter of McCarthyism and served as a key informant during the HUAC, House Un-American Activities Committee, hearings. Menjou's witch hunt mentality helped blacklist dozens of writers and actors, often based on little more than suspicion or personal vendettas. 6. Robert Walker. Though best remembered for his chilling performance in Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, Robert Walker's off-screen life was marred by paranoia, mental instability, and substance abuse. His battles with schizophrenia, alcoholism, and rage led to erratic behavior and emotional abuse of those around him. He was known for violent mood swings, particularly after his divorce from Jennifer Jones and her subsequent relationship with producer David O. Selznick. Walker's descent into madness became public, culminating in his controversial death during a psychiatric treatment session involving sedation. 7. Charles Laughton. Charles Laughton, a brilliant actor best known for The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Night of the Hunter, had a darker side that was often shielded by his intellect and prestige. Despite his brilliance, many insiders accused him of being manipulative, emotionally cruel, and power-hungry. His marriage to Elsa Lancaster was said to be fraught with emotional torment. Behind closed doors, Laughton allegedly tormented actors during rehearsals, often gaslighting or sabotaging co-stars to elevate his own performance. 8. Clifton Webb. Clifton Webb made his mark as an elegant villain in films like Laura and the Razor's Edge. Off-screen, however, he was notoriously vindictive, controlling, and dismissive of anyone who didn't meet his personal standards of class or decorum. Webb, who lived most of his life with his mother and was known for his sharp tongue, allegedly took pleasure in mocking co-stars, especially women and character actors. He could freeze people out of conversations, insult them in front of others. 9. John Barrymore. The legendary John Barrymore, often called the Great Profile, had a reputation that preceded him, but it wasn't all romanticized. Behind the scenes, Barrymore's alcoholism, emotional volatility, and cruel pranks earned him as many enemies as admirers. He was known for humiliating cast members, using wit to wound rather than entertain. Though considered a stage genius, Barrymore also reportedly undermined directors, ridiculed co-stars, and lashed out violently when drunk. 10. Sterling Hayden. Sterling Hayden had a rugged screen presence in classics like The Asphalt Jungle and Dr. Strangelove, but behind that charm was a man haunted by deep inner conflict. Lancaster, who refused to cooperate with HUAC, never forgave Hayden's decision. He broke under pressure, and others paid the price, Burt is quoted as saying. Though Lancaster acknowledged Hayden's guilt and regret, he still placed him among the morally compromised.